Well, hi, students, and welcome to another week of IT 1010. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to October. We're heading into almost midterms. We're going on. All right, so I have a lot of historical fun facts for you. Let me get my calculator on because I don't do math in my head. So this first one is very, very important into the history of computers. So this is 63 years ago on Monday the 1st. The ENIAC computer was retired. So this is after being in production and working for 11 years of calculating and processing programs. ENIAC was retired. John Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert, who were the designers, had unveiled the machine in February of 1946, showing off its 1,000-time improvement in speed over its contemporaries. ENIAC ran 5,000 operations a second. With a system of plugboard switches and punch cards, it occupied 1,000 square feet of floor space. That's huge. Okay, that's a big deal. This was a major part of getting computers up and running. And what you have in front of you is just a minor representation of what this was. ENIAC was a big deal. All right, so then 1903, holy cow. So 2018, 1903. So 115 years ago on Thursday the 4th, excuse me, John Atanasoff was born in New York. He was a professor. He developed the idea for a calculating machine that would use binary arithmetic and electronic switching devices. He recruited a doctoral student, Clifford Berry, and together they built the Atanasoff-Berry computer. The two inventors were only recognized much later, which preceded Mauchly's better publicized construction of ENIAC. He died in 1995. Excuse me. And so he is the man who uses the word memory. When you talk about computer memory, Atanasoff is the guy who said, let's call it that. Okay. The third one trickles over into next week, but it ties in. So Monday the 18th, 1996, not so bad. 1996. So 22 years ago, Monday the 8th, there was a stamp commemorating ENIAC. I almost waited to do that next week, but since I just talked about it being retired, now there was a stamp. So the U.S. Postal Service issued a special computer technology stamp to mark the 50th anniversary of it. And so this was 22 years ago. They paid tribute to the computer pioneers with an image of a brain partially covered by small blocks that contained parts of circuit boards and binary language. The stamp was designed entirely on a computer. As often is the case, it took a war to bring the world into the computer age, specifically the need for the U.S. Army to rapidly compute ballistics firing tables. And that's really a lot of how computers were started. They were trying to figure out artillery trajectory and firing tables, and this goes back way more than 100 years, okay? And so if you were to take this face-to-face, you would know a lot more with me. Anyway, not anybody else. Anyway, those are your 3 historical fun facts. That's huge. All right, 3 for the price of 1. Okay, so now this week you have, in a way, a light week, okay? Let's go over here. So there are only 3 things due, okay? So one of them is the Chapter 3 Skill Builder, and now we're getting ready for our exam. Now, do not freak out because of the 4-letter word exam, okay? All it is another skill builder. It's going to be exactly the same way. You're going to get the instructions, you're going to get the starter file, and then you'll get the solutions, okay? So it's just another skill builder. We just call it an exam. The only difference is where with skill builders, you can submit them 3 times for a highest grade. The exam you submit once, as if you were taking it in class. And then there are the exam will cover chapters 2 and 3, so there's an exam review. So let's go in here, and I'm going to show you what's going on. All right, so here is the Chapter 3 Skill Builder. This is still worth 50 points. So this is exactly the same as 1 and 2, except it covers something different. You're putting in a picture and adjusting some, adjusting the image and things like that. So 12 steps. So 12 minus 2 is 10 by the time you save it and submit. So it's only 10 things you need to do. Now, the exam review has the video for each of them. Okay, so let's go in. I'm going to go into the Word projects and Word exam file, and this is exactly what you're going to see. The skill builder is worth 50 points. The exam reviews, you will get grades on them. Okay, you will get points in my IT lab. These grades do not affect your grade for the class. These are optional. They're exam reviews. I highly recommend that you do them at least once. Okay? Because I can tell you there is a direct correlation in the grades between people who do the exam reviews even once and people who don't do them at all. So this is a free exam review, and you have all week to do it. So the skill builder is worth 50 points. You can submit it 3 times. The exam review is unlimited. You will get points in My IT Lab. They will not carry over to Blackboard, so you will not see them in the Grade Center. And then next week, the exam is worth 100 points, and that you can submit only once. Okay, so, and then there is your attendance record. So the attendance journal, I have to tell you, I really enjoy these. I love what you write. All I need to know is that you came to class and told me something that you learned. I love the things that you say. Some of them are very serious, and some of them are, holy cow, what did I learn? And some of them are kind of life lessons, and some of them are more kind of technical. But I really enjoy it, so keep up the good work. And let me know. I'm probably going to change this by the time you see it. So remember, this is not worth any points. This is just you came to class. Your points are all up here in the skill builder. And that is your week. Literally, that is it. Okay? I hope you have a good week. I hope things are going well for you in your other classes. Happy fall, because we're now in the second week of fall, which is my favorite. It's getting a little colder, so I hope you're doing well, and Balloon Fiesta is at the end of the first week of October. Have a good one, behave yourselves, and stay out of trouble. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.